Coming up on the one and only State Champs Network's High School Sports Show.
We've got a jam-packed slate of some of the best boys and girls high school highlights that Indiana, Ohio, and Michigan has to offer.
Girls b-ball semi-states in Hoosierland, basketball postseason action in the Buckeye State, and just north of the border, Michigan winter sports in full swing on the ice, on the court, and on the hardwood.
Even the national spotlight stepped up and paid attention. State Champs is ready to throw down.
Welcome back to the State Champs Sports Network campus as class is back in session with another edition of the Upper Midwest's only all-sports high school sports show, State Champs. I'm Jenna Rose, and we are powered by Lawrence Technological University. As a former athlete here at Lawrence Tech, they've made it easier than ever for you to recruit yourself. Begin your dream of playing college sports at LTUathletics.com.
I'm Lauren Plant, and if it's highlights you want, highlights you are going to get, including a dunk that cracked the Sports Center top 10. Believe it.
As we've done all month long, our own Jason Ross Jr. is back with another Black History Month salute.
All right, let's get this show on the road, and we'll tip off in Indiana.
SWIAC title on the line in Elnora as North Davies host Linton. Early in the first quarter for the Cougars, Darren Leininger passing to Jalen Mullen, who eyes the tray ball and sinks it 3-2 North Davies. Time winding down in the first here. Leininger driving but bobbles the handle, trying to save the ball, finds Logan Wilson for the three as time expires. We are tied at 11 after one quarter. In the second, now after good defense by the Miners, Logan Webb snatches the rebound, outlets the ball to Lincoln Hale, who drives and converts on the smooth finish. Linton up by 3. 2 possessions later, Miners looking to add to the lead. Hale from outside the arc pulls up. He would miss, but Josh Pine with the rebound, putback and the foul. 19-18 North Davies. To the second half we go. Ike Wolford drives, but the Linton defense traps him. He kicks it out to Mullen for 3. Count that. North Davies up by 5. Still in the third, dunk alert. Miners good defense and creating a turnover. Braden Walters dives to the ground and finds Hale in transition wide open. He throws this one down two-handed style. Miners down 37-34. How about another buzzer beater? No problem. Lance Wilson drives right and senses pressure, throws the cross-court pass to Leininger in the corner. He throws it up and sinks it. Cougars up 6 going to the fourth quarter. Linton trying their best to stay in it. Lincoln Hale picks the pocket of Leininger. This is not a replay, but another dunk. Miners down 53-47. Miners would try to come back, but this was a night for the Cougars. Mullins breaks down the full-court press, finds Logan Wilson on the nice pass and the foul. That puts the Cougars up 57-48 with under a minute and change. Despite 35 points from Lincoln Hale, the Miners fall to North Davies. North Davies wins 66-60, 22 points from sophomore Jalen Mullen. They are your SWIAC champs for the first time since 2011. I'm Grant Pugh reporting from Jasper, where it's Lagodi facing Greenwood Christian. Does Kalia Fleming like playing in Jasper? Definitely top of the arc. Then she swings it over to Mackenzie Van Hoy. Nothing but nylon. Lagodi has the lead. Then Mackenzie out to Jalen Walker, and the threes were falling. Lions are up 13-5. Back to Kalia. Nice move to her left, and she banks this one in. She leads the way with 16 points. Second half, how about Isabel Wagner to Kylie Van Hoy? Easy does it. Lagodi leads 29-25. Then it's Mackenzie to Brooklyn Jones. They were good in the lane, 31-29 at this point. Crucial play here. Fleming with the game tied gets this one to go, plus the foul. Lagodi grabs the lead, 33-31. How about one more? Kylie in the corner, just a great defensive job by her, and the Lions run out the clock. It is a return to Bankers Life in the state championship game in Class A. This team has been motivated from the start, getting healthy. They are peaking at the right time as they beat Greenwood Christian Academy 43-33, the final.
I'm Jeremy Otto, and we go to Franklin Central for a Hoosier Crossroads Conference matchup in boys basketball. The Flashes welcome in the Westfield Shamrocks, who sit at 13-4 on the season, and the home team Franklin Central under 500 at 7-11. The Shamrocks would get it going early in the first quarter. Braden Smith, the 6-foot, 165-pound point guard, surveying his options here, decides to tuck it and drive and gets the lay-in to go. Franklin Central's Benny Aguian unstoppable in the first quarter, getting a slew of baskets here. The stop and pop, then one from three-point range, and finally finishing at the net. Franklin Central up 18-14 after the first. Both defenses would tighten it up in the second frame, Westfield securing 2 of their 8 points courtesy of Cam Hafner as the junior slides in for 2 off the nice feed. The Flashes looking to control the first half. Sam Metter penetrating, feeds the rock to fellow senior Sean Gooch, who lays it in. Flashes with a 27-22 lead at the half. To the third we go as Westfield made some adjustments. Braden Smith targets the lane here and blows by the defender for the deuce. The senior paced the Shamrocks with a whopping 30 points on the night, rocks up 45-37 at the end of the third. Now down by 11, the Flashes just looking to keep the game in reach. TJ Williams looking to get the offense going as he targets junior Alex Evans, who sends it right back and sinks along two. The Rocks looking to put the game on ice. The second leading scorer of the night for Westfield was senior Matthew Penley. 3 of his 17 points came right here as Westfield comes out on top of this one over Franklin Central. 67-61 your final score.
I'm Glenn Marie in the Fort Wayne area for State Champ Sports. Homestead versus Carroll, both teams coming in 8-0 in Summit Athletic Conference play. This one for all the marbles in the conference, and Homestead number 1 in the state's 4A poll. Early on, that's Cameron Hedgecock swinging it to Sam Stricker, the senior, with the mid-range two. But the Spartans go on a run to end the first quarter. Luke Goody to Grant Simmons from behind the arc, and the Spartans up by 7 after 1. Homestead got the last laugh of the quarter, but Carroll got the last laugh of the half. Jalen Jackson is good on the 3. The Chargers led at the break by 4. Jackson had 22 points and 11 rebounds. Out of halftime, we're talking third quarter. It's Goody driving into the paint, the bucket, and the foul. The Spartans regain the lead, and they take that lead into the fourth quarter. The Illinois recruit Goody with a big night, 20 points and 11 boards. Final 3 minutes of the game from downtown, that was Charlie Rudolph tickling the twine, the sophomore from Carroll, with a huge basket to cut it to a 1-point game. But the Spartans playing their best under pressure. Goody with the dagger, and that put the Spartans up by 4. Homestead goes on to win 55-50. It's a win that Goody and company took personal.
Going back to the game last year, it was personal when we lost them at home, and then to come out here, I know some of the guys on the other team, and there's a little bit of talk going back and forth, but to come out here and get a win against a team like that is huge.
Coming in the year, we had a little new group of guys and fitting in, and then really just coming out each and every night ready to play and ready to take care of business. And then tonight with the championship on the line, we knew we had to come ready to play and knock down shots.
What these kids accomplish, and again, all the credit goes to these young men. They come out, they play hard each and every day, they compete against each other in practice. Very proud of this group of kids. But now, the real season starts as far as the tournament, and, our goals are to go very far in this tournament.
Fort Wayne Hockey Memorial Cup City Championship, Carroll versus rival Homestead. Homestead won the regular season title in the Summit City, and just 3 minutes into the first period, they show you why. It's Cody Fix, the senior, has your fix for goals. He fires one in, and the Homestead Spartans take a 1-zip lead on the rival Carroll Chargers. Now, Carroll trying to get some things going offensively here, but Lance Copeland, the senior in goal, says no. Copeland coming up with the save. He'd only allow 1 goal on this game, would Copeland. Meanwhile, Homestead's offense humming early. We're still in the first period. Brendan Ajala with the goal here for the Spartans to make it 2-zip, and Homestead would go on to win by a final of 3-1. They win the city tournament championship in back-to-back seasons.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University Athletics. If you're a high school athlete with the dream of playing college sports, Lawrence Technological University wants you to recruit yourself. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports. The ever-growing field of competitive gaming is continuing to take off at Lawrence Tech.
I got into playing games as a kid, and then as I got older, I wanted to get more competitive, so I started playing with some buddies and just playing randomly online against other people, against like challenges, which you just play for fun and keep track of your win and loss, and just kind of went off from there. Well, I originally came to LTU for hockey, which I'm on the team for that, and their engineering program is astounding. I was actually comparing it with another school, but I picked this one over its wealth in Michigan. And now I'm here for the LTU esports team too. What I'm really excited about this season is I've never actually played Overwatch competitively. I've played their ranked mode, but never for like a win-loss record or for anything else. Actually, I've only played in other games, so I'm pretty excited about that. And getting a group of guys or girls on the team and forming bonds and maybe even winning the whole thing this year.
I'm looking forward to Mike playing. He's a leader. I think that's really why I brought him to be a part of the team. I needed somebody who's strong and has a traditional background in sports and has been a part of a team. What he lacks in the competitive scene of esports, he makes up for in traditional sports.
If you're coming to Lawrence Tech, do your research because this is an amazing school, so you need to get everything you can out of this, and you don't want to fail as a student. And if you really want to progress to your career, maybe in any other sports or even esports, this could be a place for you.
Take your future into your hands. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
It is indeed an honor and a privilege to be bringing you two of the biggest names in the state getting together in what might be the best rivalry in all of this great state of Michigan. Brother Rice hosting Catholic Central. Swift moving first. There's an opportunity back behind the net, trying to set up, they score!
Wow, behind the net. Nice eyes. He moved a little bit, got the defense turned around, and that guy was right there.
Boy, Mike, you nailed it. It's that little second of patience that pays all the difference in the world. Puck in front, an opportunity for Herb to get it out into the neutral zone, up to Brown. Brown just throws it towards the net, opportunity in front. Puck is loose and they score! Using every inch of that 6-1 frame to bang that home, and we're all tied up with 13:10 to go here in the second period. Now here comes the Shamrocks the other way. They've got numbers. In. Scores!
Oh. What do they say? Where mama keeps the peanut butter?
Got that right.
Wow, that almost knocked his water bottle right off.
There's an opportunity to score. How many times do you see it? Short side, Alex Hamady. Tail end again, Mike, of the power play. Not much room. He didn't need much room. And Rice cuts it to one. One last chance here, maybe. Shamrocks giving chase in the corner. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good spin by Hemi. And the Shamrocks are going to win this hockey game.
Wow, you got to give it to the CC defenders in their own zone there.
Boy, I'll tell you what, you think those kids are loving this?
They weren't happy with that one bad period they had last game, right? And they came out, that's pride. They're proud of themselves. They're proud of their teammates. They're proud of that goaltender, and they should be.
Detroit Catholic Central comes away with a 3-2 victory.
Thank the fine people of Alta for having us here on
Really?
a Friday night. There's nowhere else I would have rather been than watching high school hockey at Oak Park Arena.
Hey, what's up? It's time for the Alta Equipment Company main event.
Let's come out, let's start fast, let's play with energy. And like I said, I like the guys in this room a lot, and I like what we have, and if we play our game, we're going to be successful, okay? Don't let the game come to you, go out and take it. Okay, if we play our game, the rest should take care of itself.
I'm Ryan Slocum, out to the west side of the state with Byron Center taking on the Cougars from Grand Rapids Catholic Central. Byron Center coming off its best season a year ago, making it all the way to the Division I semifinals. This season, they're playing in Division II when they get on the board in the first. The sophomore Brady Breet snaps it to the back of the net. He gives the Bulldogs a 1-0 lead. GRCC comes right back off the faceoff. It's Ian Schweigert visiting the red light district. It was a 1-1 game after the opening period. The Bulldogs were barking again in the second. Sophomore Logan Nicholas going top cheddar. That's his 9th goal in 5 games this season. BC now up a pair at 3-1. More from the Dogs with just over 4 minutes to play in the second. Logan's older bro, Luke, chases down the puck. He scores from the tough angle. Byron Center cruising up 4-1. But don't count out Catholic Central just yet. On the power play, the senior Ryan Rollins is there to bury the rubber. His first of the year. Cougars down a deuce at 4-2 as we head to the final frame. More from GRCC in the third. Andrew Wormuth, right place, right time. The junior notches his 4th goal of the campaign, and we have a 1-goal game. The Cougars had a 5-on-3 advantage just a couple of minutes later, and they take advantage. Shane Kwiatkowski with the wicked wrister. Just like that, we are knotted up at 4 apiece. But Byron Center had a power play of their own with 3 minutes to play in the game, and it's Luke Nicholas knocking home the rebound, his 2nd of the night, and it's the game winner. Byron Center hangs on. 5-4 is the final. The Bulldogs improve to 5-0 on the season.
It's exhilarating. Like, we come to the rink every day. We get to see these guys because they play on the other rink, and you play with these kids growing up, like Pee Wee's, Bantams. So to still show them who's boss, it feels pretty good.
It's great for our guys. I mean, kudos to Mike's team. They played terrifically and played extremely hard and gave us everything they had, and it was a great game. And for us to kind of have a lead and let it slip and then to continue to battle back and stick with it, it's a good win for our team for sure.
The main event is presented by the Alta Equipment Company, Michigan's #1 construction equipment provider with over 40 brands. Get the right equipment for your project every time.
I'm Mike Gerlitis. A big matchup in the Michigan Metro Conference between 2 undefeated teams, the Panthers of River Rouge hosting the Hamtramck Cosmos. The visiting Cosmos getting it done early with the 3-ball. Javier Whitaker draining this one from another area code. He led Hamtramck in scoring with 16 on the night. River Rouge would answer right back with a triple of their own. Keyshawn Devlin gets it to go as his Panthers trail 19-11 after 1. Rouge still nipping on the heels of the Cosmos lead. The University of Providence commit Legend Geeter draining this one from behind the arc. He finished with 16 to lead the Panthers. But more rebuttal from Hamtramck. Frank Bassett hits it for another 3 as the Cosmos take a 35-29 halftime lead. We head to the third. The Panthers had an 8-0 run to get within striking distance, but Hamtramck weathering the storm. A great dish inside from Whitaker to Camarion Green for the bucket. Cosmos still holding their lead 49-42 after 3. Things would get interesting in the fourth as Geeter would step up again and hit the 3 to tie this one up at 54 apiece. The Cosmos not letting this one get away. The drive and the feed from Herschel Marion to Green for the go-ahead basket as Hamtramck would sink free throws down the stretch, clinching a victory over River Rouge by a final score of 62-56 as they remain unbeaten on the season.
Let's go to boys swimming and the Grosse Pointe South Quad from last weekend. They brought in Birmingham Seaholm, Midland Dow, and U of D Jesuit to compete in this one. We begin with the opening race of the afternoon, the 200-yard medley relay. It was a battle till the end between the anchors Patrick Branch of Seaholm and Tucker Briggs of GP South. Middle of your screen, it's Branch touching the wall first by 0.8 of a second. U of D Jesuit is ranked 4th in the first release of the Division II rankings. This is junior Drew Collins for the Cubs, picking up the victory at a time of 1:46.77. He also won the 100 backstroke. Grosse Pointe South is the second-ranked team in D2. And in the 200 IM, the junior Drew Vandeput, absolutely dominant, winning by almost 5 seconds. Then to the exciting 50 free. It was another close battle throughout. It's the junior Briggs for the Blue Devils getting the win over Charlie Bruce of Jesuit. And Briggs wasn't finished. He'd go on to capture the 100 free as well, winning by over a second. Seaholm would take top honors in diving. Also here in the butterfly, Cammie Wilson just gets the victory. Moving on to the 500 free, Ryan English cruising in with a time of 4 minutes 55 seconds, the senior with nearly a 2.5-second win. Seaholm and Grosse Pointe South also neck and neck in the 200 free relay. And it's Briggs again, this time edging out Branch to get another victory for the Blue Devils. But back come the Maples in the breaststroke. Senior Tom Girdler touches first, just a half second ahead of Vandeput. Girdler then anchored the last leg of the 400 free relay to an 8-second win as Seaholm goes on to pick up the dub in the Grosse Pointe Quad.
I'm Mike Erlitis. Stony Creek, the site for the OAA Red Division League Championships in competitive cheer. We get it started with the Falcons of Rochester in round 2. They would finish 3rd in this round and a 4th place finish overall. Up next, the defending state champions of Rochester Adams. The Highlanders nailing this routine, taking the top score in round 2. On to round 3 with the Dragons of Lake Orion. Their performance would earn them a 3rd place finish overall. The hosting Cougars of Stony Creek on the mat next. They finish strong here and earn runner-up honors in the stunt round, leading to a 2nd place spot on the day. Last but not least, the defending champs from Adams. they would sweep all 3 rounds, taking home the OAA Red Division Championship.
It feels amazing that since we finally get to have a season, that all our hard work is going to start paying off this year.
Yeah, after coming back from last year, I think that we really built up a great team, and we have practically the same team as last year, so I'm really excited to see where this season goes. And even though we don't have as much time, I think that we're going to work twice as hard just to get where we want to.
Did you record an unbelievable touchdown, a game-winning goal, or just a proud parent moment? Then we want your clip. Upload your video to the brand new State Champs Network app so we can feature it on one of our shows and give your player, team, and school the recognition they deserve. All it takes is just a few easy clicks, and every clip that is submitted will automatically be eligible for prizes. Download the State Champs Network app today for iPhone and Android devices.
The Bees from Medina taking on the Avon Eagles in this one. I'm Jeff Heisner, where we've got another tune-up before the tournament. Early on, it's Christian Howard muscling it up and putting it in for Medina. Nice night for Howard. He scores 20 points, but he'd be a little overshadowed by his teammate Corey Tripp. Down the lane, the switch to the left hand. A little later, this from a mere 25 feet, swish. Tripp on fire at the start of this game. Then down the lane and going strong with the right hand, Tripp 18 first half points. The Bees build a 21-point lead. But the Eagles fire back with the long ball. Dominic Rini, some hot shooting. 14 first half points for Rini, 29 for the game as he gets another there. And Avon not done. Mike Matlack rattles one home. Avon finishes the half on an 11-0 run to cut the lead to 8. Second half, Medina gets the turnover, and Corey Tripp leading the break. Oh, how about that one? And how about another look? Tripp taking off with a thunderous slam, going up and over the Avon defender. Well, some Division I program needs to lock this kid up ASAP. Tripp finishes with 25 points. Medina gets the win, 77-67. Here's Tripp on his team after the game.
I think we're right where we want to be. We got a few more things to clean up defensively and just vocally, and I feel like if we clean those up, that we can make a run in the tournament for sure. It's real nice when you can come out and you're already feeling it as soon as you step on the floor. I just wanted to get to my game, get in the spots that I like, to hit the shots that I usually do, and it feels good to get out to a hot start like that.
I'm Chuck Pellerito, and we head to John Glenn for a Division II East sectional matchup. The 5th-seeded Little Muskies at home taking on the 10th-seed Minerva Lions. These two teams last met in 2019 just before the playoffs started, and the Lions won it in a close one. Minerva looking to do it again as Hera Hoffey gets the turnover, the layup, and draws the foul, getting 3 points the hard way. John Glenn, quick strike off the inbound. Freshman Chelsea Southerden with a nice hook as Little Muskies led after the first, 11-10. John Glenn getting a steal early on. Great active hands by Angela Kumler. She brings it down, takes the bump under the rim, and gets the shot to fall with the foul. Minerva starting to take over late in the second. Ella Kendrick and Jenna Cassidy passing back and forth before Cassidy lets loose a long triple. Lions led 33-25 at the half. John Glenn's triple try too hard. Board picked up by Coletta Miller. Passed up to a wide open Hoffey for the nice easy lay-in. Little Muskies looking to close the gap before the third comes to an end. Marissa Saki picking up the rebound, and Abby Shire the open look from deep as Minerva still led 45-35 after 3. John Glenn staying hot from behind the arc. Olivia Abrams gets a good look from way back. Splash. But the Lions kept the pressure up on both ends of the floor. Hoffey working in the paint. Alyssa Risding grabs the offensive board and the putback as Minerva advances on, beating John Glenn 63-49 the final score. They'll face off with Dover next.
Jeremy Otto, and let's check out a second-round sectional game from Lakota East as the 26th-seeded Kings Knights coming off an upset win as they look to keep it going against the 3rd-seed Lakota West Firebirds. The Firebirds starting things off with a bang in transition here, working the ball deep inside, and Barry Angwa kicks it all the way outside to Leah Aberbat for the wide-open triple try to open the scoring. The Knights would answer right back though. Emery Cook hands it off to Abby Rawlings, who splits the defenders and gets the scoop and score to go. The Firebirds looking to stay in control. Chance Gray drawing the defense towards her. Emily Dorman in a pick and roll for a long two as the first quarter comes to an end with Lakota West up 20-17. The Knights catch a break in the second. Lakota's three off the iron. Loose ball picked up by Rawlings, who gets a quick pass up to Cassie Ingram for the fast break two off the glass. Closing seconds of the half now. Angla driving the avenue. Dishes over to Emily Dorman for the leaning tally as the Firebirds took a 33-30 advantage into halftime. The Knights had a hot start in the second half, scoring the first 5 points. Maddie Barnett lofts it over to Emery Cook, who splashes home the line drive triple. Knotted up at 41, and check out Gray. Brings the ball all the way up, drives through the contact, and gets the bucket to go, plus the foul. Gray taking the quarter into her own hands now. Good movement around the perimeter before she gets the ball and drains the triple try. Firebirds still led by 7 after 3. Kings getting closer to finishing off a win. Bailey Bush gets the half-court pass from Rawlings, left all alone from the elbow, and she won't miss. Well, they would get close but couldn't take the lead as the Firebirds advance, winning 64-58 over the Kings Knights.
Welcome into State Champs. I'm Jason Ross Jr. Throughout Black History Month, we are highlighting individuals who have made significant impacts on the colored youth of their respective communities in Michigan, Ohio, and Indiana. Today, one of our Michigan guests joins us, Jason McCrimmon, the CEO and president of Detroit Ice Dreams, former pro hockey player and current head coach and team owner of Motor City Hockey Club. And Jason, I want to start off by taking you back to 2014. When the idea to get Motor City, or I should say the idea to get Detroit Ice Dreams was established. What was going through your mind when you wanted to establish this organization that has goals of breaking down barriers and maximizing access to the game of hockey in the inner city of Detroit?
Well, I was very fortunate before 2014 that I was able to Jack Adams Ice Arena, which is a rink inside city, in the city of Detroit. And they had Detroit Pal, and we were the Rockies and all that type of stuff growing up. So it was a pretty good base back then. I always came and helped out even when I was playing college, when I was fortunate enough to play pro. And 2014 hit, it was a situation where the program that was there was dissolving. I reached out and we had the opportunity to collaborate to actually build the new program, Detroit Ice Dreams, which we call ourselves the Dream of Detroit. So we were pretty much filling the void that I was about to be, there in the city that we were fortunate enough to be able to step in and take over.
And Jason, that's so wonderful to hear. I touched on your pro hockey experience. You played 4 years of college hockey in addition to a stint in Finland. I was curious to know, why did your playing career inspire you to now, at this stage of your life, try to break down the barriers in the game that we love?
Just like I said, very fortunate just to be in a position now, but it's just an aspect of having more kids that look like me playing in the game that they loved and not really had access to actually grow a love of it. You have football, basketball, which are pretty much, I would say, easier access for kids of color to kind of do. And for us to be in a situation to, bring a different mindset and a different sport to the city of Detroit, let alone our communities, our inner city sanctions is just an excellent, situation for kids just to experience something different, just find something new to kind of put their time and energy into. And it's not knocking any other sport, but I think hockey is a very, very good team sport that builds a lot of different lifelong characteristics that kind of help you be successful, no matter if you play sports or, you're going to, so you're contributing on a job every day.
You said lifelong characteristics there. Something that's on the Detroit Ice Dreams website, it says more than just hockey. I'm curious, what are some of those life lessons beyond the game of hockey that you want to pass down to the kids that come through your organization?
We give aways every year, over 200 turkeys every year. We adopt, close to 10 to 20 families every year for Christmas. We do a lot of stuff, mentoring aspect. We put our kids in a position to give back at every stage of their life. And I think that's kind of the situation, what we mean by more than just hockey. Like, it's more than the sport. It's a bridge to kind of get us to a different level with the sport. Like I said, we're fortunate enough to play at a high level and, actually get paid to do it. But beyond that, the situation of what we try to build is great characters and great kids off the ice to kind of just instill in them, like, it's okay to be human. I mean, we can mess up, we can go back, we can answers, we can look for help, we can help out. It's okay for us to help out. It doesn't make us weak or anything. It makes you stronger to be able to be in a situation where you can help out and have a heart, and just looking at the situation of giving back to those that surround you.
Jason, you and I actually met in Boston at the Willie O'Ree Skills Weekend, which inspires so many kids. Willie O'Ree, for those who don't know, broke the color barrier in the game of hockey back in January of 1958. Jason, now that you're an inspiration yourself to so many kids, why is it important for you to be a role model to the kids that are up and coming in the inner city?
As they say, if you see it, you can do it. And I always want to be in a situation. I'm very humble, very grateful. And Willie, speaking of Willie, he's an interesting guy. I've had the opportunity of having a good friendship with Willie, with Mr. O'Ree, to be even more respectful. And he hasn't changed since the first day I met him. He's always the same guy, no matter what the fame is, no matter what the publicity is for him. He stays humble. He teaches us to kind of like just embrace who we are, embrace the blessing that we have, embrace the platform that we have. And I want to continue to use it the right way to make sure that, everybody loves the game of hockey. But I kind of do want to put it in a position where kids who look like me have an opportunity to get into the door, and if they love it, be able to actually have the right resources to pursue it.
Jason, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for all that you do for the community here in Detroit. Once again, it was great to have you on. For State Champs, I'm Jason Ross Jr.
That's all the time we have this week, but remember, we produced a ton more content in Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio that you didn't see here. Watch it all on the State Champs Network YouTube page or checking in on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It's all there.
And please, if you haven't already, download the free State Champs Network app on Google Play, the App Store, Amazon Fire Stick, or on Roku. We hope you enjoyed the show. Let's do it again next week.
State Champs High School Sports Show is proudly presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare.